knocking out a first set at the Rochester International Jazz Festival 2014, Michael League of Snarky Puppy. Michael, right now the line is back 2 blocks long. People are coming back for the second set. Congratulations, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Glad they didn't hate it.
These things happen, you know?
I guess so. Yeah.
Talk about for you guys, I mean, this has been a long haul, but in the last year and a half, things have just really taken another step forward with a Grammy Award, as well as social media blowing up with Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, which you guys really have one of the first jazz bands to really embrace social media. Why did you guys feel like you needed to take that step and get involved with that, where so many bands really have been reluctant to do that?
I think just out of desperation, probably. Because to be honest with you, I'm the happiest day of my life will be the day that I take my phone and my computer and I drop them in a garbage can. I think, I think I was born like in the wrong decade or century, or I'd be happier like in a rocking chair in the countryside or something. But we spent like 5 years basically touring, doing the old school kind of evangelism. For your own band, and it was making some waves, but very little ones, and so YouTube at that time, I guess this was about 2007 or 8. YouTube at that time had just become a thing that everyone was in tune with, and that everyone was watching, and we were getting a lot of comments from our fans about, we like your records, but we prefer you live. It's more fun to see you play than to hear you play. Kind of sounds like a backhanded compliment, doesn't it? And so I spell your name right. That's all that matters. That's right, which they rarely do. So we decided, well, let's capture ourselves visually as well as orally. So we made a DVD and we put it on YouTube, and then all of a sudden, our fans became our publicists. We've never hired a publicist or any of that stuff. So it's really been in the hands of the people that support us and listen to us. And that's, to me, it's the most organic way to grow a fan base and the most sustainable one. Our fans are like our friends. It's really cool.
We're speaking with Michael League here on Jazz 90.1. So that said, looking into the future, I mean, you guys have been grinding. And I've seen other bands now starting to take that example of not just doing the shows, but also trying to create a fan base and create their own publicists. What advice would you give folks who want to do it in 2014? You guys did it the hard way. Is there another way to do it?
Ooh, we did do it the hard way, I think the most important thing is that we base everything off of the music. The whole business side of the band is completely centered around the art. So I would say that, the first thing you need as a band, if you're trying to get your stuff out there, is make sure your stuff's good. Because if you're proud of it and you believe in it and it's genuine, then people will feel that and they'll be more inclined to share it. You won't have to beg them to share it. If they really believe in it and they feel like they want to further that cause into the world, they'll do it for you happily, for free.
It's funny you should mention that. Speaking with Michael League, Michael, your band is really one of the first bands to embrace folks encouraging their listeners to tape shows and share it with other folks. And a lot of bands have been really reluctant, especially in jazz. Why have you guys really embraced that thought, like the Grateful Dead and Fish, to really help folks share the shows and build a fan base that way?
Well, we're a live band. We're also studio musicians, but I think the essence of the band is in the live performance. So, for us, getting the word out to people that every show is a completely different experience, that we play each song totally differently every time we play it, I think that encourages people to see us often, because they want to see the way that the songs grow over tours and years and stuff like that. So it's really, because it's, for us musically, that's what we want to do, but it's convenient because then people come to see us over and over and over again. On the other hand, we do really encourage that people buy records. I think 30 years ago, we would be in a much different position, a much better position. But now we're in a point in music where people don't feel like they have to pay to own things. So we try to toe the line, try to convince people, hey, bands need your support, but at the same time, here's like a little bit of like a sample.
Interesting concept, because this is the first generation of folks who really have grown up thinking music is really belongs to everybody. It's public domain.
Yeah.
But as a working band, that concept doesn't work.
It's not. No one would like go to your house and fix your toilet for exposure. You know what I mean? They're working, man. They spent time developing their craft, or a chef. Just like, no, man, have all my food for free. It's like, we all develop our crafts so that people who support it will support us financially and continue to do our thing, because we can't keep doing it if we're not sustaining ourselves, So I think it's going to turn around. I think it's going to turn around. It has to. It has to.
Michael League, again, thanks so much for coming to Rochester. You've got a line now. It's doubled since the last time we spoke. So, again, we can't wait for the 7:15 set.
Fun.
All right.
Thank you very
Thanks so
much.
much,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.